The best of money matters. The big story.
Welcome to The Big Story. I'm Hongbin Jeong. Pickleball is taking Singapore by storm, and not just in gyms or community centers, but right in the heart of some of the city's most iconic hotels. Paddle in hand, players are swapping the usual after-work drinks for fast-paced games, laughter, and a little friendly competition. Now, some hotels in Singapore are cashing in on the pickleball boom, offering courts and lessons to entice guests to play the popular paddle sport on their premises. Hotels like Novotel and Mercure Singapore on Stevens are turning this craze into a full-blown experience. So why has pickleball taken Singapore by storm? How are hotels adapting to a sport that's part fitness and part lifestyle trend? And what does the future hold for a game that's shaking up city recreation? Joining us today to share more is Kimy Yue, who is the Director of Marketing and Communications at Novotel Singapore on Stevens, Mercure Singapore on Stevens. Hi, Elsa. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Hongbin.
Thank you so much for joining us. Well, Elsa, pickleball has exploded in popularity recently. What made you decide to bring the sport into your hotels?
Well, pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports globally, and Singapore has definitely caught on it fast. We saw this as a momentum, not just as a fitness trend, but as a chance to reimagine the guest and community experience. So by introducing pickleball, we are going way beyond the traditional hotel facilities, and we created what we call a resort in the city experience where people can actually play, dine, unwind, and connect. So that being said, we actually repurposed our tennis courts and partnered with Anytime Fitness to manage their daily operations. For this, we actually ensured professional standards while maintaining the quality and service our guests actually expect.
Very cool. Well, since launching the courts, what kind of booking trends have you observed, and what do those numbers tell you about the sport's staying power in Singapore?
Oh, the response has been really, really strong. Since the launch earlier this year, we have seen about a 30% increase in our court bookings compared to when they were just tennis courts. So mostly they are in the evenings and also the weekends, and we are constantly full during those peak periods. We are also seeing quite a number of repeat players and rising participation in lessons, which tells us it's not a passing fad. People are building it into their weekly routines, a clear sign that the sport has staying power in Singapore.
Well, who's showing up to play then? Are they mainly hotel guests, or are you seeing locals booking slots too?
I would say it's really a healthy mix of both. More than half our booking, in fact, come from non-hotel guests, which actually really shows the sports community appeal. To say we have families, younger players, corporate groups even doing their team building, and silver actives picking it up for the first time. So I guess the accessibility really made it easy for anyone to get involved. And I think that is also helping us to create a really vibrant social atmosphere at our precinct.
Well, I mean, many players in Singapore, they struggle to find courts in public spaces due to limited availability or, noise restrictions in HDB estates. Do you see your hotels as filling a gap left by the shortage of public courts? And how does this affect the way hotels can position themselves in the pickleball ecosystem?
Of course, I do see there's a clear shortage of public courts, and definitely hotels like ours are well positioned to fill the gap. We actually offer a really central location, premium quality courts with full amenities, something that you won't find easily elsewhere, because after all, the hotels would have shower amenities and, of course, F&B establishments to offer the players as well. So we do see ourselves not just as an accommodation partner, but also community partners and a lifestyle hub supporting the growth of pickleball in Singapore and giving players a high-quality, convenient space to play.
I mean, I believe there have been inquiries about using the courts as potential tournament venues as well. Do you see Novotel and Mercure, becoming more than just a casual play space, perhaps positioning the hotels as hosts for larger sporting events?
Yes, of course. Interest in such events has been growing, and we have had inquiries for tournaments, corporate team building sessions, and private celebrations. And in the near future, we are definitely planning to host tournaments. That said, we are also building pickleball as an activity into the traditional hotel birthday and celebration packages so that we can actually combine play, pool, and dining for a full lifestyle experience.
Well, I've even heard of couples taking wedding photos on the courts. What's the most unexpected request you've gotten since adding pickleball?
I think that was the most unexpected. So when we received that, we were even trying to check back whether they really referred to our pickleball court. But apparently, yes. So the long story short is they met during pickleball. And ever since then, they got engaged and went through the ROM. And only after the ROM, they decided to have their pre-wedding photo shoot. And that's when they actually reached out to us to rent our venue for a full-day photo shoot in the pickleball court.
That's so cute. I mean, because this is such a nuanced thing, I'm sure you'll get more weird requests in the future. Well, with more hotels jumping in, how do you plan to stand out and keep your offering fresh?
Well, our strategy is pretty simple. We really want to integrate pickleball into the full at Stevens experience, not to treat it as a standalone activity. So players can actually join a match, take part in tournaments, access our pool, and of course, when they are ready, they can head down to our wine stone to wine down, food exchange for a hearty buffet after they have whipped up a sweat, or even they can go to the bar, L'Aperitif, for one-for-one happy hour drinks, which is currently what's happening. So we do see people using pickleball more as a social activity, and I think F&B offerings just adds on to the experience for them.
Right. I mean, it's a great marketing strategy for the hotels as well. I mean, other facilities can be used up just by one sport. Well, before we let you go here, Elsa, do you think pickleball is here to stay as part of your long-term strategy? I mean, what signals will you be watching to decide how much further to invest in it?
Yeah, of course. Pickleball is firmly part of our long-term wellness strategy at Stevens. It's more than just the courts. It's really us creating meaningful experiences for corporates, the community, and even leisure guests. And of course, if more wedding couples want to actually use our space to take photo shoot, why not? To what we will be looking for, we will be monitoring and really closely tracking repeat bookings, corporate interest, class participation, and event demand. As long as the momentum stays strong, we are ready to invest further in programming, tournaments, and of course, new experiences.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Elsa, for your time and joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. That was Elsa Kimy Yue, who is the Director of Marketing and Communications at Novotel Singapore on Stevens and Mercure Singapore on Stevens. This has been The Big Story with me, Hongbin Jeong.
Money FM 89.3